Alright, so hi everybody. This is Corey here, and I have a good old high school friend from my days back in Virginia here, Inhak, who... What league are you,
Hey
Inhak?
guys, I'm actually in Gold League.
You're a
So
gold leaguer now. Alright. Alright.
used to be in Platinum, but
Used to be in
those days
Platinum.
are
Yo,
over.
honestly, alright, I'm pausing the replay at 0 seconds here. And we'll
Okay.
start in a second. So... Let's start. We got Slice and Rice. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Slicing? Alright, I like it.
Yes.
Against Metal. I hope he goes
Yes.
Mech. I hope he goes Mech. Alright, so before we start, we got our gold player here. And I want to say, what was your... Did you have any sort of game plan going into this game? You have like a kind of an idea of what you wanted to do in a TVZ match.
Well, when I go into TVZ, I take what's it, Destiny's approach, where it's just like whatever they do, just go Ling and Fester.
Yeah, okay.
So
I don't have a big problem with that.
yeah, and then if it gets really bad, just go Broodlords, and that usually actually works very well. But
Okay, if it gets so
I
you're
think
sort of transitioning into go Ling Infester, transition into Broodlords because you already have the Infestors up, so you might as well do the OP Broodlord Infestor kind of lock them down, shoot them down sort of strategy,
yeah, like that, yeah.
which is pretty strong, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think let's just start this. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
And we'll just go at and speed up to times 2 for now.
Okay.
Right now. So this is what is the name of this map? I don't remember the name of this map. This is one of the newer whatever, doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
a 1v1 player map, so you know the starting positions. This is one of the newer maps on the ladder pool since the last season. And it's got a pretty exposed natural, but it's still a map you can 15 hatch on, I think. I think there's no problem with a 15 hatch here.
Yeah, I don't know if I did. I guess we'll see in a second.
And I'm more of a Terran player, so I definitely know more about the Terran side of things of this matchup. TVZ is not one of my better matchups, I'm not going to lie. Like, I
It's not one of my good ones.
I get really frustrated in TVZ because as a Terran, you end up, there's nothing to complain about, really. There shouldn't be, but... So, let's see. You go for Fast Expo. Did you
Yes.
go... Yeah,
I went 14 hatch, 14 pool.
Okay, I like that. I have no
That's
problems with that.
a little faster, I think. I don't know, I think maybe it's about the same.
I see you getting your Spine Crawler really early, just so you can move it down there.
Yeah.
But if we look at what the Terran is doing, he's doing a really economical build, but also throwing in those gases really early, so you definitely didn't need any spines or anything. Not that you would have known that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's kind of hard to scout Terran from Zerg.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, normally I have like. So what was? Did you? I don't really care actually. Did you end up winning this game, or is this a?
No,
a
I
loss?
actually lost this game.
Okay, this is a game you lost. So, what would you say was the key factor that made you lose this game?
I don't know. I thought I was doing really well, and then I think,
Okay, so yeah, what'd you say? What'd you think you were doing really well at, and what'd you think you were doing poorly at? I guess.
I mean, I thought I was keeping enough pressure on him initially, but I guess near the end I didn't exert enough pressure, and then I got back rolled, and then he basically this is a little bit of a spoiler, but he basically goes like all mech, as you can see with the.
I'm glad his name is Metal and he's going mech. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, I actually paused. So if you want to go back to the 6-minute mark in 5, 4 now.
Okay.
I'm still going at times 2 right now.
Yep. Yep.
And I like this build. He's going three orbital command mech. This is a really cool build. It loses to a lot of Roachling pressure early on, and a lot of, I mean, Baneling all-ins like this would just annihilate this. But I think that I lose. I think my biggest issue, I normally do a lot of openings with Hellions, like Reactor Hellion,
Right.
like 4 or 6 Hellions into like bio pushes,
Right.
and while getting an expo. But one of the biggest things that is a pain for me as a Terran is when I have like 4 or 5 roaches. Like the Zerg doesn't really go for a lot of them, but they just get like 4 or 5 roaches and just push that front door and just basically deny the Hellions, deny the can even break down those supply depots and kill some stuff. So I'm gonna pause here at 8:45.
Okay.
And I see you have a lot of lings, and this one more worker than your opponent. So, and 700 minerals in the bank. Oh, you're getting a little supply blocked. Okay, you're a little supply blocked right now. It happens to the best of us. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, so the purpose of these lings right now, what are these lings doing?
I guess I was, I was actually expecting, I guess I didn't scout him well enough, because, maybe I was too afraid to send an overlord. You can see my initial overlords over that little island in the middle.
Yeah, I see that. I like that as a spot for the overlord. I mean, I think you want to rally the next one up to like this back corner, sort of like just south of his main.
Okay.
Where there's that big open place and some cactus just sticking up. Now, what these lings are doing right now is denying him putting down his expo. They're just chilling at the natural, not letting him move out. And that's great. That's not a bad thing to do. I mean, this is a lot of lings. If you went for a really heavy Hellion opening, you could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Mech is a weird style because it's really, really, really strong at certain points in the game. I haven't spent enough time playing mech to say if I really like it better than marine tank or bio tank kind of builds.
Yeah.
But
I've actually never faced someone who went all mech before. I usually have to deal with marines in the beginning, which is, I mean, I guess that's sort of weird.
Yeah, I mean, marine pressure is normally what's going to be hitting you. And, I mean, against mech, your banelings aren't going to be as good. They'll still be very good against Hellions. But they won't be as good till they have speed or when you're engaging on creep. Right. You're doing, I see you have 4 queens. I like that. That's good. Getting your creep spread going. All right, let's resume in 3, 2, 1. Play.
Okay.
Let's see. Getting your baneling nest up. That's good. You never really moved this spine crawler down, but I guess it's not a terrible thing to have up there for drops and things. It's not the worst. And now the Terran just passed you in worker count. So I see you have 7 larvae at your natural, and you've got 8 drones morphing at your main that just finished.
Okay.
And I don't see any reason why all of this larva shouldn't be drones, I guess.
Good point.
I think I mean, honestly, whenever you see your money getting above like 800, like it's like 700 right now, but whenever you see your money getting above 800, it's perfectly reasonable to throw down another hatchery. Like just get another hatchery. Okay. Especially like you're pretty safe right now. He's playing as conservatively as he can. He's almost mined out. Like he's like actually mined out a lot of his main because he's been oversaturated with 3 orbital commands. And if you look, by having 3 orbital commands, he's really, really jumped ahead of you economy-wise. Because he's got 6 mules out right now and 37 SCVs to your 34 drones. So if you're going to play an aggressive Zerg style, I don't mind how many drones you have right now. Stay on this many drones, get a macro hatch, and keep the larva injects up. Like you're getting pretty high energy on your queens. I'm not gonna, give you too much shit for that, but that's just something you can always work on.
Yeah. Certainly, my mechanics need polishing, I guess.
I like this. This is the Ling infester push that. Ooh, and he's got a missile turret.
Yeah.
See, that would have been awesome if you had been able to get in there, lob up some, infested Terrans.
Yeah, I think I could have done it if I went through the back door, but...
He's getting another missile turret up though, so he's pretty prepared for that. And those missile turrets are almost more for Mutalisks than anything else. So have you played Ling Bling Muta style very much, or?
I have. I actually love that, but it gets really demolished by like fully upgraded Marines.
Yeah, definitely.
That'll just really kill everything. So I've been trying to work on my micro because my infestor micro is actually not that good, but actually
All right, let's slow down. Let's slow down to just normal or faster rather.
Okay.
Right now, I'm at 17 minutes just now.
Okay.
So I like that you're getting your 4th up, keeping up in drones, keeping up in workers. He's moving his 3rd out. You've got decent overlord spread. I'd love to see some more overlords along the whole west side of this map.
Right.
And along this whole, just on the outer ridges. There's no reason not to have overlords around. And he's going 6 factory with double armory upgrades. This is one of those armies that's just built to steamroll through an army that doesn't have any broodlords in it. And I do see you are actually getting that broodlord tech right now, which is very, very timely. It's very good. So this sort of mech army actually really needs broodlords, otherwise you would fall flat. I feel like I can comment more on macro things, like you're floating 2,000 minerals.
Okay.
Your larva injects are not quite what I'd like them to be. So, like, basically, when I see that sort of thing, when I look at, like, a protest point of view, like, I used to always recommend for, like, platinum lower kind of people, just build a 5th gateway. If you're macro, if you're not going to be building that, that every time the warp in is ready, just get another gateway. So, like, same idea with Zerg. You have a lot of minerals extra, just get another hatch. If you ever see your minerals go over 1,000, just get another hatch, because you need that production to keep up there. Hope these banelings don't hit those rocks. These banelings trying to attack the rocks over there.
Should they be? I don't know. Like,
no.
Yeah, you should.
No, they're just
from doing that.
Yeah. See, I like what you're doing though. Knocking down these rocks is perfect time for this. I mean, this army, he's not being really mobile with his Hellions, and wow, he has a lot of Hellions. You really need, I think. See, I love this Broodlord Infester stuff, but it almost feels like you need some more bulk to that army. You need some roaches down there to keep the Hellions off your army. He's got so many Thors.
Yeah. Uh-oh, he saw me. I think one mistake I made is I didn't get Neural, which was stupid of me.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Neural anymore. Like,
I mean, he used to be much better, yeah. The Hellions are just, raping them.
They're roasting all the broodlings.
Yeah.
And that's actually, interestingly enough, that is enough Thors to just straight up kill the broodlords. You don't see that very often.
Yeah.
This is where you really need roaches. He doesn't have a ton of tanks right now. Like, roaches are really good against this sort of composition when he doesn't have a lot of tanks. The problem is, and then the broodlords become incredibly more effective when he has a lot of tanks. So it's sort of, it goes both ways, I guess. Oh, and all those Marines, or all those Zerglings up in the top right get annihilated.
Yeah.